Rachel, what's going on?
Hi, how are you?
Good. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. How's your morning been going?
So far so good. Just been um productive, just cleaning, go to the gym, checking in with
Already,
people. That's it.
already got your workout in?
Yeah.
What'd you hit today?
Today was leg day.
Uh, fun one before the weekend. All right. I like it. Cool.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about yourself. What are we currently doing right now?
So right now I'm an assistant manager at a kickboxing and fitness studio in Boca Raton, Florida. And I teach group fitness classes there, and I do personal training there. I can only take on, because I'm a manager, like 2 clients, and I have about 4 classes a week. I train a couple people, like I train one personal client outside of the gym, and then I've just literally just started doing a trial period with a couple friends for online coaching, where I have them go through a 30-day trial to kind of figure out my coaching style, how to approach it and everything, and just do like a demo. Because I mean, they're my friends. They're like, yeah, I'm down, but they're not like, I've got like 2 of them that are really like on it and like serious about it. And I mean, that's what I'm doing right now, basically.
Okay, cool. So how long have you been doing that now? For how long?
So I've been an assistant manager at the gym for I've been in the assistant manager position for about 7 months. I've been working at the gym for 2 years, and I would say I got certified about a year ago, but I've been like training friends, not actually like charging anybody, for like 3-4 years before that, just like taking people through the gym and stuff. But officially now I'm certified about a year now, and training clients like with the certification for about a year too.
Cool. Now, what certification do you have?
The NASM CPT and the women's fitness specialist.
Very cool. Cool. So why online? Why are we trying to transition to online training now?
So I feel a little stuck with where I'm at, and I just feel like my morals are not aligning with my gym's morals and how they want to train clients and how they want to, like, we do nutritional challenges, and they kind of have a very old school mentality when it comes to nutrition. And they're very numbers focused, and I understand sales are super important, but I really care about the quality of care I'm giving to a client and to a member. And I just feel like I got lost from that when I became like an assistant manager. I focused more on the numbers, more on like the advertising marketing part, more than like the actual training part. And I really want to get into like providing a service, especially for women, to be able to, you know, a lot of my friends have like PCOS and stuff, and be able to help them like through that journey, figure out like where to start, where it is, and know that like there's, because it's hard. I don't know if you know like much about it. It's hard to lose weight with stuff like that, and it's hard to like figure out the right foods to eat, the right workouts to do, because like some workouts can be like harmful to people with that. And I want to help women, because like with myself in the past, I've never been super like, a long time ago, a couple of years ago, I wasn't confident in myself. Like I felt like I didn't really like see what other people saw, and I want to help women build that confidence, and I want to have more of that one-on-one connection that I don't get when I group train. Like I can't really focus on one person and be like, oh yeah, your form's getting like so much better, we're going to work on this next week. Like when you're teaching a class, you got to hop from one person to the next, fix their form for a second, and go to somebody else, and you can't really dial in and like, oh, I'm not losing weight, why not? And it's like, well, what are you eating? Like, let me help you. And I can't really do that in the current position that I'm in.
100%. Now, what else do you feel like online training is going to give you? Are we looking for like financial freedom, more flexibility, more fulfillment, obviously, but what else are we looking for?
So I am looking for more financial freedom. I know there's not really much of a cap. You get out as much as you put in, and I'm a very hard worker. So I'm like, if I'm working this hard for someone else, like what could I do for myself? And I also want the flexibility to be able to travel and take my work with me, because my boyfriend is not from here, and he's here half the year, and then half the year he's up in like North Carolina or Arizona, and then he's from like South Africa. So like I can't go visit him this summer because of work. So to be able to travel would be very helpful for me and my relationship.
For sure. We want to balance out our relationship as well. I love that. Cool. So what do you feel like in order for us to replace your current income, what do we need to be making a month to make this full time for you?
Right now I'm getting, so 1,600 every, hold on, let me calculate that for just a second here. So if it's 1,600. So about a month, I get in about like 3,100 to 3,200 a month. So I'd have to be around like, to make it worth it. I'd say 36 to 4,000 just for me to like make it worth it to leave my job.
Cool. So let me give you some context behind that. Industry averages for online training is anywhere between the very low end, 250 a month, up to 500 on the upper end. So if you have your certification, you got some skin in the game for a while. Let's just say you're charging roughly around $400 on more on that upper end. Okay. So if you had just 10 clients, there goes 4K right there. Right. If you had 25 clients, that gives you 10K a month. So it can have, 10K a month would get you, 25 clients. So you'd be making quite a bit of money, like right out the gate, right? So especially with all the people that you already know that you've been helping out in the past, this can happen relatively faster for someone like you who's got some skin in the game. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, what do you feel like is going to be the biggest challenge to get this thing up and running?
So I think I'm having difficulty like knowing exactly where to start and how to market myself, because I'll explain to you kind of like my situation I'm in. With the gym I work for, I get it. They're a business. I understand. But I got called out the other day for posting a lot of stuff outside of the gym and posting a lot of stuff like, oh, come with me on as a personal trainer, do like a full body warm up. Oh, we're going to do this leg day and I'll be at like an LA Fitness. And my manager was like, why are you doing that? Like, we need you posting more stuff about intensity. That's the name of the gym. And I was like, okay. So I'm having trouble figuring out a way transitioning from intensity to this without upsetting my current work, because I'm not leaving there and I don't plan on leaving there until I know I'm like actually secure in this job and in this like my future business. And I'm having trouble figuring out how to market and actually get real leads coming in and get people paying for this. Like, I know if I talk to someone in referral wise outside of the gym, I could probably get the service, but it's like more of like that online aspect. Like, I don't know how to balance that, I guess I'm having trouble with.
Yeah, that's a great question. That's where a lot of trainers run into. So the cool thing about this is we're going to kill two birds with one stone. If we want to bring in people to intensity, we'll be able to market that so people want to come actually see you in person. And then there's going to be that second side of things, so where we don't want to have to deal with intensity at all. We want to start our own type of clients, right? So if we're posting just more stuff, not so like come visit me at LA Fitness or whatever, if you're just saying, hey, like you're going to want to post some educational stuff so that people see that you're an expert in your field, give the different variations, provide some like entertainment, right? So people get an idea of who you are and they feel like they can resonate with you. People will start inboxing you privately, and then you can start building out that way. So without pissing off your current employer, you're now having people coming directly to you without having to say, come visit me at LA Fitness for a workout or come visit me at Intensity. You'll have people coming to you where you can engage privately in DMs or through WhatsApp or whatever the case may be. And that's how you slowly start building up your book of clients on your own. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So there's going to be like a fine line that we can walk. So sometimes there's like a non-compete clause, but they can't penalize you because there's no way to track where you're getting these people from. Usually a non-complete clause means if you took someone from intensity, then they could get pissed. But there's no way to track, say for instance, that you got me as a client, they can't get mad at you because I'm a million miles away, right? So there's nowhere for them to actually go in and find out that I'm stealing business, right? So it's a fine line, but we can easily get over that. But again, if we're focusing more on getting more one-on-one engagement just via in person and not just through referrals, we're going to be in a good spot. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cool. So where to get started, marketing, and then also lead generation. Is that correct?
Oh, sorry, you broke up a little bit.
Yeah, so I said, so we need to know where to get started, marketing and lead generation. Those are the main things, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Now, as far as how do you want your life to look in the next 4 to 6 months, different from where it's at now?
Potentially being able to put in like 2 weeks at work. I mean, I was kind of giving myself till like the new year. Um, but I would like to be able to be making a little bit more than what I make now, and then yeah, being able to really start thinking about, I guess, putting in that 2 weeks and giving myself that end date to get out.
Now, let me give you some context. It's kind of exciting. We're actually going to dive into this here later on, but average right now, the average student is quitting their job in an average of 10.6 weeks to go full-time with their online fitness business. So it wouldn't have to even be a 6-month thing or a year thing. Like if you really want this, we can get you out of there a whole hell of a lot faster in a matter of a couple months versus almost a year.
Okay.
Right? Would that be something you feel would be beneficial to you? Cool.
I think so. Yeah.
Now,
I'm nervous.
now you should be nervous, right? It's a big deal. Like this is a big decision, right? Removing yourself from something that you've been kind of now accustomed to dealing with versus now doing everything on your own. There's a level of anxiety to that, right? Because there's no one else to point fingers at. It's either you're putting in the work or you're not, right? So it is overwhelming at times. Is it going to be difficult? Yes. Is it going to be time consuming at times? Yes. But will it be worth it? Absolutely. To have that financial freedom, not have to check in with someone, be able to travel when you want, not have to worry about finances. These are all things that we actually have control over now. And the best thing about it is if you're willing to put in the work, the people that are very successful have 3 C's. They're coachable, they're committed, and they're consistent. Okay. So coachable, being able to take constructive criticism, implement it, and then make changes. Committed, there's a difference between interested and committed. Committed means I'll do whatever it takes to get me to where I need to be. And then consistent means just doing those things day in and day out. Do you feel like you embody those 3 C's?
I think so. I think the committed part I might be just a little wary of right now. Financial commitment right now at the moment.
Cool. So financials like one of the number one fears that almost everybody has, right? So at the end of the day, I don't want you to even have to worry about that. There's a million different scenarios that I have for you. If this at the end of this phone call, if you're like, this is exactly what I need to get my life moving in the right direction, I have something for you. So I don't even want you to even worry about that until we actually have to come to that point. Cool.
Okay.
All right, cool. All right, now what have we tried on our own to get going? I know you got certified. I know you've been kind of doing some group classes. What else have we tried to kind of start making this shift?
So I'm trying to educate myself further in terms of nutrition. I want to enroll in a nutrition course eventually, but I mean, honestly, there's so many resources out there on like YouTube and stuff that I've just been like researching. I've been kind of this one girl I found on Instagram. Her name is Kendall, and she has like that Fierce to Fit company. And I went through her like free business mini course and like just kind of looking at different ways to kind of like just like as many free resources as I can get because there is a lot out there. And like I said, doing that 30-day trial with a couple of my friends, and then I'm doing one like full summer with this one girl who's going to help me with like the digital aspect and uploading videos and getting good content because she is majoring in marketing and she knows like a lot about TV production and has like she's like good quality cameras. So she's helping me and I'm kind of like helping her, vice versa.
Yeah, love that. What do you feel like you need from like a mentor to feel successful?
I guess definitely guidance on how to get to the point of even just getting that like first client. I think I just need guidance on the startup of it. I mean, I feel like I know there's a lot of steps and I know there's like, it's a process. And I'm trying to be like patient with it, but yeah, definite guidance on how to start exactly like your program. Do you want to create like a website? Do you like the best route to go? Because I feel like there's just like so many out there.
So we want a clear-cut game plan, very structured, hold us accountable, zero guesswork, right?
Yeah.
All right, we got you covered. Cool. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go into sharing my screen. So we're going to go over a brief overview of what we have to offer. Then we're going to actually deep dive into every single module so you can see exactly what you'd be getting. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Let me know when you can see my screen and we will dive in.
Okay, I see it.
Cool. So as you know, we're the Next Level Coaching Academy. This is a big deal. We're accredited through the Better Business Bureau. We got a quality rating of an A out of a possible A+. So if you're not familiar with this, it's like a rating for like legitimate businesses from an A to an F. Okay. We're also backed by 3 of the largest certification companies in the world, ACE, NASM, and ISSA as well. Now on the success ladder, we have 2 tiers. We've got 10K Accelerator, we've got Mastery Level. 10K Accelerator is great for an individual such as yourself who's looking to transition from that in-person, that 9 to 5 into more of that online platform. The information this course can get us from 0 up to 10K per month in as little as 4 months. Now, Mastery Levels for individuals who have already been hitting 10K a month on a regular basis, but their main overall goal is to scale up to about 100K per month. They're trying to become more of that CEO of their own business. So where we're currently at, we're really going to focus on the 10K Accelerator for right now. Would you agree?
Yes.
All right. Now, the 10K Accelerator program is really broken down into 4 phases. We can't consider ourselves a business until we actually have paying clients. So the first thing we want to do, get your first couple clients right out that gate. Once we have that, then we'll establish a solid business foundation. Then we're going to teach you how to generate leads organically utilizing AI technology. We'll even develop sales and retention strategies to help you reach, sustain, and surpass 10K per month. Now, on the support side of things, this is really cool. You had mentioned you want a clear-cut game plan. You'll have an assigned one-on-one coach the entire 4 months. This is an individual who has completed both 10K Accelerator and Mastery Level, so they have a 6 or 7 figure business of their own built off the information in this course. You'll have a customized game planning call with that individual to review, where you want to be and the most efficient way to get there. Every 2 weeks, you'll have one-on-one Zoom calls to revisit the game plan, make changes, receive feedback, and get very specific instructions on what you need to execute for the next 2 weeks. This is going to be a game changer for you. We're also going to introduce you to a sales coach. This will help you lock down leads a lot faster and get you a better return of investment. 5 times a week, you're going to have group support calls that accommodate your current job times. So this will go over client objection handling, client delivery, lead generation, marketing, mindset issues, you name it, we deep dive into it. You'll also have 24/5 tech support. So outside of those game planning calls, you can text your coach as much as you'd like. They're contractually obligated to answer all of your questions. And then becoming a fitness entrepreneur is awesome, but it's also overwhelming at times. So we created the Zenpreneur method. We help with weekly mindset calls, breath work and meditation sessions, even journaling to ensure you're in a good headspace to move forward with your business. As far as the resources, you'll have the course curriculum, you'll have the Zenpreneur method we just got done discussing. We'll also give you agency outsourcing options when you're ready to make specific changes within your program. Okay. Now here's the secret sauce on how we get you from 0 to 10K. 4 phases. First one, act first. What is that? We're going to announce who we are, what we do, and who we help. Okay. So then we're also going to utilize very specific strategies to get your first couple clients within that first 2 to 2.5 weeks. Now, phase 2, organization and design. We're going to set up all of your back-end administration systems, make sure you're a legal business. Then we're going to figure out what problems we solve for individuals. Based upon that, that will determine our pricing. The first 2 phases will be within that first month to month and a half. The rest of the time will be in phase 3 and phase 4. So phase 3, we're going to teach you how to do organic marketing through AI technology. We'll teach you how to generate leads using our community lead generation method. Then we'll also create basic funnels to close down deals more efficiently. Last phase can be like the fine tuning of stuff. We're going to maximize your sales skills. So we're having you close down at 40% clip or greater. We're going to create consistent delivery systems, but emphasize customer support and client retention to keep people happy for long periods of time. Any questions on that?
No.
Okay, program itself, 30 modules. Each module will have an overview link. It'll also be associated with videos, okay? So the first thing we want to do, what's your first step to becoming an online coach full-time? We're going to utilize specific strategies to get your first couple clients. The cool thing about this is we already have resources completely done for you, so it makes your time more efficient, okay? From there, we're going to move into the 10K Accelerator Directory. I want you to view this as onboarding material that'll help you become a better student. It really shows you how to maximize the program to its fullest capacity. From there, we're going to move into the 10K roadmap. We're going to break it down into 2 phases. What do we need to do to get from 0 to 5K and what we need to get from 5 to 10? And again, these will have overviews and videos along with this. So we then move into the mindset and lifestyle module. Based upon the lifestyle that you want to live, we're going to create daily habits and routines. We're also going to ensure you're in a good headspace to move forward with your business. So again, we're going to get past that fear of anxiety, imposter syndrome, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Then we're going to go over the top 10 struggles you'll face as a fitness entrepreneur, but we've provided solutions with that as well. So from there, we're going to move into administration systems. This is where it gets kind of interesting. Have you ever heard of ChatGPT?
No.
I want you to think of it as kind of like Google on steroids. Okay, so it's like your own virtual assistant. It maximizes your time. It helps you create nutrition and programming in a fraction of the time. It helps with SOPs, responding to emails a whole lot faster. Then we're going to set up all of your backend administration work. We're going to, like, for instance, waiver, Stripe to collect payments, DocuSign for client agreements, Typeform and Calendly for people to book calls or apply for you. Then we have applications where you can utilize to load up all of your programming, all of your nutrition into one spot as well. We'll do the same thing for your financial systems. We're going to help you set up your LLC, get your employment identification number, tell you when to open up a business bank account, when to pay quarterly taxes, when to pay yourself, business liability, health insurance, you name it, we deep dive into it. Now, the cool thing about this is if you were to get your LLC the old fashioned way, it'd take about 2 to 3 weeks to file. We're actually partnered with an AI brand called Taylor Brands. This can now be done within 2 to 3 hours, virtually the same cost, fraction of the time, so we're more efficient. Any questions on that so far?
No.
Cool. Next, we're going to move into target setting. We're going to create your 3-year vision, your 1-year vision, your 3-month vision. We're going to deep dive into your goals. Then we're going to identify what your ideal challenge is. What this means is what problem do you solve for individuals? Based upon what you solve, we're going to offer our pricing around that. So this is going to be a more do it for you, do it with you, or do it yourself program. The more that you do for individuals, the higher the ticket offer, which will be established upon your length of terms. So we help with the overall structure of your pricing. We also teach you how to create downsells and discounts as well. Then we're going to move into organic marketing. So we're going to teach you how to do 1 hour's worth of work and get 14 pieces of content created out of that 1 hour. So again, maximizing your time. We'll also teach you how to set up podcasts and YouTube so we can expand our reach so people understand like the message that you're trying to send, get you more followers and more engagement. From there, we're going to teach you how to maximize all things Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So we'll show you how to use specific resources and strategies to market for Instagram. So it's more than just randomly posting, very specific resources there. Same thing with Facebook. How can we maximize Facebook to its fullest? And then everyone's new favorite, TikTok. We'll show you how to market for all things TikTok related as well.
Okay.
From there, we're going to move into content creation made easy. Have you ever heard of Canva?
Yes.
Cool. So we're going to show you how to utilize Canva Pro and Canva Basic as well as Microsoft Designer. We're going to show you really how to maximize this so your page looks more aesthetically pleasing. It's really good for like branding as well. We want you to think of your social media as like a storefront. So think like if you're out shopping with your friends, something attracts you to want to go in that store. That's what we want people to see like when they come by your page.
Mm-hmm.
From there, we're going to move into the 10K lead generation framework. We believe there's 3 different ways to do so. The first of which is what we call earned media. I want you to think of this as people coming to you or inbound marketing. We're going to teach you how to set up a WhatsApp group strategy. So this will allow us to figure out why it's important, who we're going to be catering to, and how to make this beneficial. Then we're actually going to lead into specific strategies to get more people to you. So cross-pollination example of this, you and another coach might be partnering. Their audience gets to see who you are, your audience gets to see them. So again, we're adding more followers, we're getting more engagement. Free resources. Who doesn't love free stuff? Everyone wants something like that. Great way to get people's buy-in. And then the scholarship strategy is probably one of my favorites. It's an excellent way to get people in the door, getting their information and getting them signed on as well. Now, the opposite of that is going to be called conversation to calls. This is like outbound marketing or you reaching out to individuals first. So now that we have that WhatsApp set up, we can now make sure who we're going to message, how are we going to make this more of an intimate relationship to where it just feels more one-on-one and they feel like they're a more warmer lead. So by the time they get on the sales call, there's like trust built. We'll give you specific scripts. We're going to give you conversation and call examples. More importantly, we're going to show you where to find all these leads on all 3 platforms and how to build and nurture these relationships. Okay. Now from there, we're going to move into referral strategy. Probably the easiest way to grow your business. Friends, families, coworkers talking about how amazing you are. We're going to give you resources and strategies to incentivize people to bring you in more referrals without having to ask for it. Final page of this is going to be all fine tuning. So if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you got to be great at sales and learn to love it. So we're going to give you different resources to maximize your sales capabilities to set up 2 types of phone calls. The first is a meet and greet. It's like a 10 to 15 minute phone call to figure out if you really want to work with this person and if you can actually solve their problems. That'll lead us into the closing calls where you're trying to lock down that lead and turn them into a client. So we'll give you specific scripts. We'll give you our entire objection handling web. We'll teach you how to create downsells and discounts. This will be a game changer for you, financing options for people who normally couldn't afford you, how to get them in the door. and then again, how to finally lock down that lead once and for all. Okay. From there, we're going to move into objection handling. So this will be like all the excuses people tell you why they can't start. So we give you over 20 different scenarios that you're going to see. And the more you familiarize yourself with these, the more prepared you are for sales call to really show them how important it is for them to begin with you.
Mhm.
Cool. From there,
Yeah.
we're going to move into client onboarding. This is probably an area that most trainers overlook. This is the first 30 days in your program. This makes or breaks if people want to continue with you or not. We want to make sure this is a special moment. We want to ensure within the first 24 to 48 hours, they're getting some type of resource in their hand while you're building out their program. This is also where expectations are laid out. From there, client delivery, you know all about this. Friends, client delivery is more like the day-to-day process and how you're delivering services. But how can we do this more efficiently utilizing ChatGPT for workouts, resources, things of that nature? Also, understanding how many people you can effectively manage without feeling overwhelmed. And no matter how good of a trainer you are, someone's going to ghost you, someone's going to quit, someone's not going to listen. But usually there's specific reasons behind that. Some of them want a larger client community. They want to be able to talk shit about your leg day with other people that you train. They just want more engagement. Some of them want more one-on-one touch points with you. And some of them want challenges or to be incentivized to do things that's already expected of them. So we give you resources and strategies to bring that to life for them. There we have customer support, the not so fun side of things. What do we do if someone wants to cancel? They want a refund. They want to pause their program. How do we mitigate that for the upcoming months? How do we track it? Okay. And then from there, we're going to move into, oops, went too far. We're going to go into retention. So this is, we want to keep people for long periods of time and advance them to higher levels of our programming. So we'll teach you strategies behind that and then also how to track it. And then next steps. Now you're hitting 10K a month on a regular basis. How high do we want to scale? This is where we start talking about bringing on people to like delegate day-to-day activities. So like maybe hiring a DMer, running ads, things of that nature. Okay. Quick recap and we'll answer any questions you got. Cool.
Okay.
All right. The program itself is going to be 4 months long. You'll have a customized game planning call. Have your one-on-one coach all 4 months. You'll have one-on-one coaching calls every 2 weeks, a sales coach, Facebook community, CEO trainings, 5 times a week of group support calls, 24/5 tech support in the business course curriculum. Is there anything you feel like we're missing?
I don't think so.
Cool. Did you get a chance to check out any testimonials?
I was going through, so I watched the YouTube video that you told me to watch before, and then I was going through actually some of your Google reviews, so I saw some of those.
Very cool. Cool. I love it. So you did your homework. I love that. Let's go into client averages. Okay. So I mentioned this one earlier. People are quitting their job in just 10.6 weeks to go full-time with their online fitness business. That made me think of you. This could happen relatively fast. Other students who hit a 10K a month, it takes them on average just 13 weeks to do so. So that's crazy. Just over 90 days, you could be hitting 10K months. Other students who stay with us 12 months, they have 97 clients on their roster on average. The individuals with 97 clients are averaging $366,000 a year. It's insane. And then our students are grading the program a 4.5 out of 5 on average, which means they're getting massive results for their respective businesses. Any questions on the averages?
How many people would you say a month like come to this and like actually find like success in it, like out of a range, I guess?
I'd have to figure out per month. I'm not sure. I just know that year to date, we've helped over 366, or we've helped over 3,000 students year to date. Did you get a chance to hear about that 3 times your investment guarantee?
Yes, in the video, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, I was like, I watched it earlier.
So this is kind of a cool stat too. We've helped over 3,000 students. So of the students, of the 3,000 students, we've only had to return 1.6% from that 3 times your investment guarantee.
Okay.
Cool. Any other questions you got?
No.
Cool. What do we think? Do we like it? Do we love it? Do we hate it? What are we thinking?
I like it. I do. It makes me I'm like nervous about everything. I get really anxious with this stuff lately.
Completely normal. You should. If you're not anxious or nervous, something wrong with you, right? It's like a game. It's like a life-changing thing, right?
Yeah.
Now, let me kind of go in a little bit on the 3 times your investment guarantee. Okay. So in order to qualify for that, you'd have to attend your game planning call, pretty standard. You have to attend all of your one-on-one coaching calls, which is 2 per month, 1 group support call each week, run at least a scholarship within your first 90 days, which is going to be beneficial for your business anyways. no late payments, and you can't spend over 2 weeks on the optional certification, which you won't need anyways because you already got multiple certifications. So as long as you do the basics and show up, we're guaranteeing you're going to 3 times whatever you put in, or you get a full refund. So really, go ahead.
What's the 90-day scholarship?
So the 90-day scholarship, an example of this would be, you might say, hey, over the next week, I'm running an opportunity to get free coaching with me, a scholarship. Okay. So people essentially will go on your social media. You'll say, hey, leave a hashtag flex or something. You'll prompt them to leave something. Then you'll go and say, hey, I just need your email, whatever. So you're basically getting earned media. You're figuring out like what their contacts are. And out of all those people that sign up, you'll choose like 1 or 2 people for like maybe a month or 2 of free coaching. Then the ones that don't get it, you'll inbox them and say, hey, I really appreciate you signing up. However, you didn't win, but since you did sign up for it, I'm going to give you 10% off. This is something that you want to, look into. So again, it's an easy way for you to reach out to individuals and get people on your books. And
Gotcha.
That's in a fantastic way. Yep. Any other questions?
That was it for that.
Cool. All right. So next we're going to talk about the investment portion. What's this thing going to cost us? I know that's like the major worry for us. Now, the cool thing about this is there's going to be a payment plan or a paid full option. Okay, so payment plan means we put a down payment, we spread the rest out over 4 months. Paid full just means we pay the whole thing up front, we save some money. Now, no matter where you're at financially, because I know you're worried, I got something for you. So we have extended payment plans, we have financing options. If this is something that you truly feel you're 100% in alignment with, I have something for you. Cool?
Okay.
All right. Hold your breath. Let's talk about this. What's it going to cost us? Only $100,000 in your left kidney. I'm just kidding. No, there's a payment plan of $7,000. Then there's a paid in full option of $6,200. Out of those 2, which do you think works best for you?
Wait, there's a payment plan of
$7,000.
Uh-huh.
And then a paid in full of
So the payment plan would be like per month.
$6,200.
Okay, so probably a payment plan.
Yep, that's what 95% of people go with. Okay, that's what I went with too. Not too many people have $6,000 in a stock drawer ready to fork over, right? All right, so let's talk about that. Okay, so we're gonna work from backwards first. Okay, so what the average student will do is they'll put roughly around $2,300 down. That gives you a remaining amount of $4,700. You divide that over 4 months. Your monthly payments are equivalent to just over $1,100, which is you needing about 3 to 5 clients per month to make that back. Is that something realistic for you?
I don't know right now. I don't think so. Not for that. I think anything like, if I'm gonna be 100% honest, I can't be paying more than, so this is where I'm like, where I'm having the issue with it. Like right now, like financially, I can't put like $1,000 a month towards something like higher than like, I'd even say like 200 toward something. So I feel like because it sounds so good, and that's why I'm like, it sounds like everything sounds great, and I feel like I need to like figure out how to get the money to be able to like do the payment plan option. I see where I'm at, like.
No, cool. So let's not even talk about moving forward right now. Let me just ask you some questions, okay? Now, after you saw the whole presentation, you got to see the averages. Is this like everything that marks off your checklist on what you need from like a business mentor?
Yes.
Cool. Now, are you 100% confident in your own skill set and ability to follow through with the education and the support we're providing?
Yes.
Cool. So all of it comes down to is just a financial situation that needs to make sense for you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Cool. So this is it. Now, outside of that, money aside, if money was an option, is this something you definitely you'd want to commit to? You're fully in alignment with?
I think so. Yes.
Cool. So let me ask you a couple questions because I got a couple different options that I know will work. How good's our credit? Good, bad, great, shitty, awesome? What's it looking like?
It's good.
Good. Okay. And when you say good, are we upper 600, 700s? What are we looking at?
Like 730.
Okay. Awesome. So you're in a great situation. Okay. Now, the first option I want to discuss is our best case scenario. It's called Fund My Contract. And what this allows us to do is it takes that 7,000 and it breaks it up into very small payments based upon what you get approved for. So an example, one guy got approved for like an 84-month loan. His monthly payment was like $155 a month. Now, the cool thing about this is you can pay it off sooner at no penalty. So
Mhm.
you'll have an option. You'll either get a 6 or 12 months same as cash. As long
Mhm.
as we pay that off prior to, there's zero interest. Okay. So the cool
Okay.
thing about this is the program itself is 4 months, and we're having 3 times your investment guarantee. You should be able to pay this off pretty fast. If you don't pay it off, it's just that monthly payment of whatever you would get approved for. Does that make
Mhm.
sense?
Yeah.
Cool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to send you an email, and we're going to figure out what you get approved for. Cool.
Does it run my credit?
Nope, it's a soft credit check, so it will not affect you, just to figure out what you get approved for.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, I'm going to share my screen really quick, and we'll go into this. Let's see here. Let me refresh this. All right, what's a good email for you?
RACHELLIE as in boy 13 @gmail.com.
Okay. All right, go ahead and check your email really quick.
Okay. Do I hit apply now?
Yeah, it'll probably take us about 3 to 4 minutes to figure out what you get approved for.
Okay. Okay.
What part of Florida are you in?
I'm in Boca Raton, so South Florida.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Have you been to DCB Gym yet?
No, I don't know where that is.
It's out in Miami. They train a ton of like pro athletes, and they also have some pretty cool workshops too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't go down too far to Miami just because of traffic.
You born and raised in Florida then?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Born and raised. Okay, wait, how do I put in annual gross income?
So you're gonna estimate what you make a year. So if you're making, let's just say you said about 31 to 32, let's go on the lower end just to be safe. So let's say here 3,100 times 12. You're making probably right around, just put in 37,200.
Okay, it's just loading. It says unable to match.
So unable to match. Okay, no big deal. So that was the first one. Now the second one is going to be called fund my contract. Well, actually, we have another one too. So we have 2 more options. One's called not fund my contract, sweet pay. We just did fund my contract. Sweet pay. What that allows us to do is we take that 7,000. We also split that up over 12 months, but it's only 5% down. So 5% of 7,000 is 350. Plus a one-time service activation fee would be $59. So to get going today would be $409. Your next payment wouldn't be due until the end of June, and your monthly payment would be equivalent to about $597, which is you needing about 2 clients per month. That's pretty easy.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna have to think about this more financially and just like circle back on it in a couple, like a little bit, like a couple months, because this is something I really want to do. But again, I live in South Florida. Everything's expensive down here, and I'm trying to I'm trying to be just careful with my money and everything right now. That sounds like something I'd be able to do in just like a couple months time. I just don't think I can do this right now just financially.
Cool. So let's talk about, let's take moving forward off the table. Okay. Let's just talk about some of the fears. Okay. So Do you feel like where you're currently at, like within this you've been here for about, I think you said 2 years now at the gym, right?
Yeah.
And we're not feeling 100% in alignment with what they got going on. How much longer are you wanting to be in the current circumstance that you're in?
Like I said, I'll give myself to the new year, so like 2024.
Okay. So do you feel like if you did start moving forward towards your own business and we start building some momentum and some foundation, do you feel like this would put you in a better situation when you actually are ready to move because you could possibly get out of it a little bit sooner? Would that be something that you'd find worth it?
I think so, but I'm like, I am okay with taking my time to get there, and I'm okay with like learning about the resources that are out there to eventually help me get there. Um, I would like to be out of it sooner, of course, and to be making money. I just really think right now I just need to take the time to like go over my finances better, look at like where I can budget better and kind of like make the room to afford something like this probably like further into the summertime.
Cool. Let me ask you this. Do you feel like you would need like a one-on-one coach? Do you feel like you would need that accountability, or are you someone that you feel like you can like execute if you had all the information just laid out for you?
I can definitely execute if I had the information. That one-on-one is because I used to have like a fitness coach a couple of years ago, and she helped me a lot in terms of just like, fitness in general. And that accountability is great, but I do know that I can do it if I like really set my mind to it too.
So this might be an option for you. What
Hmm.
if we only did course only? So the only difference is you just don't have weekly check-ins. And obviously with course only, there's no 3 times your investment guarantee because you're not checking in with people. But if you
Hmm.
have the course access, it's essentially telling you exactly what to do in written format. You still have the videos, you just don't have
Yeah,
the one-on-one coach. So if you did
right.
that, that's just under 2,000. If you, I think it's like 1997. So let me do my math. 1997. You divided that over 4 months. Let's see, 1997 divided by 4. That's 499.25 a month without a down payment. If we just split up into 4 payments. So if you did, let's just say you put down, I don't know. If you did course access only, I'll throw on 2 additional months that we divided it by 6, it's only $332 a month.
I know you're trying to help me. I can't do that right now.
No, I just want to give you options just so
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it relatable for you.
Yeah. No, I understand. I, and that's not, it is. I think, I really do think like, for right now, just with my bills and everything on top of it, I need to just budget everything and kind of lay it out for myself and give myself the room to get the money to be able to do this eventually.
Yeah, 100%. So how about this? Why don't I hook you up with a student who was in like kind of like a financial difficulty as well? If
Hmm.
you saw some of the stories, we got quite a few people that were financially struggling and now they're killing it. But it gives
Yeah.
you an opportunity to talk to them, like how fast did it happen for you? What resources are you utilizing? So that way you might have maybe more of an educational decision on how you want to move forward. So I'm totally fine with you wanting to figure it out, but I don't think it would hurt for you to talk to another individual. It doesn't have to be a Zoom call. It's like
Mhm.
what I do is I connect. Are you on WhatsApp?
Yeah.
What I do is I connect you like on a 3-way thread. And I'd say, hey,
Mhm.
Rachel, what's up? It's Jeremy. Thank you for your time. I got you with coach such and such. And like you guys could literally just schedule like a 5 to 10 minute phone call and you could grill them with questions. So any type of fears or issues you have, they can deep dive into that as well. Is that something would you be open to?
Yeah.
Cool. So let me do that. And then I'm also going to send you over. I know your biggest bottleneck right now was where to get started. I'm also going to send you over a free mini course on how to get started. I'm going to
Okay.
send you over that and a mindset one. I think that one's going to help you out quite a bit. And they're
I think.
free. So just watch them. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
And then what I'll do is I'll probably follow up with you here on Sunday, just a text. I'm not going to try to sell you on anything. I'm just going to be like, hey, how we feeling? How's things going? And
Hmm.
did you get a chance to check out any of the mini courses? And then what me and you will do is just stay in contact like once every couple of weeks, just to kind of touch base to see how things are moving for you.
Okay. That sounds good.
Is that fair?
Yeah. Yes.
Cool. Any questions or anything that you need from me?
No, I really appreciate you taking the time to like tell me about all this and all the information. Like it's very helpful in general, even just like speaking with you on all this and knowing that this is something that eventually I'll be able to do and will like be able to help me within like building clients and everything. So I really do appreciate the time you took out of your day to talk to me.
Yeah, 100%. If there's anything that comes up in your mind that you forgot to ask today, The number that I texted you from is my specific number. So feel free to reach out to me and I'll make sure I get back to you. Cool?
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you so much again.
Yeah. Have a good weekend.
You too.
Bye.